Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing somewhat of a video predictions video. Going to give our thoughts on the next upcoming episode for The Walking Dead Season 11. This is now episode 14, The Rotten Core. So we somewhat finished things off with episode 13 at kind of a cliffhanger with the group getting ready to fight back against what is an awesome twist in Warlords, where we see it seem like the villains are going to be this group held up at the apartment building, and it turns out to be a nice twist, and it turns out that Carlson is actually the one that you got to worry about. He's the one you actually got to be afraid of. He's kind of the villain here, and even though the leader of the apartment complex group may have also been kind of a villain, certainly Carlson is no better. So we kind of finish things off with Maggie, and then we have Aaron. We have Negan somewhere in and around there in the mix, and they're all kind of spread out in and around this apartment building, with Carlson sort of on the roof after just having kicked off several of the surviving members of this apartment complex and getting ready to kind of go through and possibly clean house if no one's going to talk about where the weapons are. Also at this point, I think that if this group really had jacked the weapons, that most likely somebody would have talked by now. So it's kind of crazy that Carlson is going to go through and basically kill off pretty much the whole group, maybe everybody, and they actually were not even responsible for taking the weapons from what it looks like. Now, we do have to remember that Leah is also out there somewhere in and around the vicinity after the events with Maggie and Daryl and her having got away. So could it be her or a group that she is with that may have actually taken the weapons from the Commonwealth soldiers, kind of a Reapers 2.0 or something? Could be the case, or it could be another group entirely, but it doesn't seem to me like the apartment group actually has these weapons that Carlson is looking for, and that they were responsible. So that kind of makes him quite the villain at this point, that he's potentially trying to kill up to 40 survivors from the apartment building, plus the others that are with them. Quite a few people here, and they're not even the ones that are responsible. So we can see from this picture the bodies that are just kind of out there, that he's kind of kicked off. This guy is certainly quite the psycho to be able to do that and continue to want to go floor to floor and even conceive or think that nobody has talked up until this point is quite crazy. I'm wondering why he hasn't called it off, but maybe he kind of enjoys to a degree what he's doing here. So we have some of them in and around there. Would think that some of these will turn into walkers, right? Because they've been kicked off, but some of their brain stems may be intact. Their brains may be intact. So expecting some exciting stuff from them, maybe getting back up and kind of walking around and going after the Commonwealth soldiers and anyone else there. Maybe the survivors at the apartment complex can use those walkers to their advantage or something. We'll have to see. It is home field advantage for them. It is home court for them. They know the layout, and Carlson and the others don't quite fully know the building complex. And then we have Daryl walking along here with another Commonwealth soldier, and it brings me back to the scene we saw kind of at the beginning of this part 2 of The Walking Dead Season 11, where Daryl kind of faces off in his Commonwealth gear against Maggie and tells her that she does have to open up at the hilltop. This is definitely an interesting one now that we've seen the events develop with Carlson. To go back to that maybe could it be that our survivors here, Negan and the others and Maggie, will find a way to kill Carlson and finish him off, and possibly Daryl could take that position and then have to go out and do maybe some of Lance's dirty work. Although that would put him in a weird position, because it'll kind of put him kind of against Maggie and against the others, like we certainly see Carlson being currently. Here we have Sebastian and his girlfriend, as well as some different Commonwealth soldiers, kind of looking over. You can see him kind of look over at Daryl. The look on his face kind of makes me think that he kind of likes Daryl, sort of. I'm not sure. It just the way he looks, and then you see Daryl kind of back. It doesn't seem like Daryl likes Sebastian back. I don't think anybody really likes Sebastian. Even his mom doesn't seem to really like him. So, but Daryl's kind of putting up with him, and Daryl's got the cool factor. So, is Sebastian a Daryl fanboy? I would predict, I think he probably will be, even though we haven't seen too much of that so far. Here we have this one of Maggie and Aaron, who've got firearms here. It looks like Maggie was able to get some of the one of the assault rifles from the Commonwealth soldiers, and these are going to be really handy for them because they've been really low on ammunition and really low on weapons. So this will come in really handy in fighting back against them. And I do think that Carlson will probably lose here. I'm just wondering if he'll actually survive out part 2 and maybe be a villain for the third part, or if possibly he could be like a final villain for part 2, or maybe he'll be killed off in the next couple of episodes. Either way, I do think he's really awesome as a villain, and looking forward to this confrontation. Here we have them going down the apartment complex as well, and then we switch over to Lance in the next on, who's talking to somebody. We have Daryl here in his Commonwealth gear, and I can't tell at the right side if that is Rosita or not. Hair looks a little short, so maybe a haircut, or maybe it's not her. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see in the episodes. But they kind of look out here, kind of like the larger world type of thing. This reminds me of where the final battle was with All Out War, if you guys remember All Out War, they had that final battle and this kind of scenery. Something like that, a larger world from the comics type of vibe here. But yeah, we don't see Carlson that I can notice, so maybe some of this will transpire. Some of the Commonwealth soldiers coming in here. We got Negan has also got some assault rifle with him too, and Lydia as well. It does look like Maggie, Negan, and the others will probably defeat this group with Carlson and the Commonwealth soldiers here, but we'll have to see if Carlson's able to make it out alive, or if he just ends up being kind of like a mini villain for the Commonwealth. Maybe Lance will be surprised if they're able to defeat him and do decide to kill him. Here we have with Carol, and another one with Maggie, some walkers, and a Commonwealth soldier covered in blood, unless that is a Commonwealth zombie as well. Not sure, can't really tell from these pictures. Daryl killing something, maybe a zombie. Yep, looks like a zombie. And Rosita doing the same. Maybe it is her in the other picture, possibly a haircut, not sure. And then we see a gun being picked up by, is it Aaron? It's got some Rick vibes for me, so I'm thinking like maybe it's Aaron, because Aaron's been giving me quite a few Rick vibes from the comic lately. Commonwealth soldier here, and not sure if that's Maggie or Lydia, one of the two probably, maybe somebody else, and Mercer as well. And that's basically it for the next on for this upcoming episode. So the final 3 episodes of this part should be awesome. Looking forward to getting to see Leah again. Looking forward to seeing this Carlson kind of battle go down and everything, and how that fits in with the rest of the Commonwealth, with Daryl and Lance, how he feels about it, what they're going to do if Maggie and the others kill Carlson and kill the rest of his Commonwealth soldiers, and then how Lance is going to respond after, because at that point, losing that many, I'm certain Pamela would likely notice. So that's it for this kind of predictions video, guys. Should be another great episode. Episode 13 I thought was amazing, so episode 14 should also be likewise very good. Last few to finish up. We're almost done part 2, surprisingly, and then probably late summer to early fall for the third part. But we do have Fear the Walking Dead starting April, I think it's 14th or so, in and around that time anyway. Premiere messes it up by a week or so. But looking forward to seeing Fear the Walking Dead, this part for Season 7 Part 2, because we do know that Madison is going to be returning. So it's definitely something you guys are going to want to check out if you're a fan of Madison from before, and how her return fits into the story. Please thumb the video up. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already done so at the bottom. And I'll see you guys back again soon for another video. Leave a comment with your predictions, what you think is going to happen here before the end of Part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Trev saying peace.